it in and get ready to win. Oh, yo. He's the king of the spread, he don't miss the line. Parlay prince cashing tickets every time. College football Saturdays, he's calling the play. Hate on if you want, but you'll never get paid. Eddie brackets, roll the dice, stacking chips, calling winners never slips. Vegas knows, but they can't match it. Nobody beats Eddie brackets. Eddie brackets. Over, under, money line. Eddie's pick hits every time. Cover the spread, take it to the bank. Eddie brackets always top rank.
There's only one ranked football game that's worth but who cares? I'm going to give you the tips to where you can play some hockey, you can play some baseball, or some baseball.
That's fine. Just keep going.
There's no baseball this weekend. There's only hockey and football and a little bit of basketball. So if you want to listen to what I'm going to tell you and not bet on baseball, bet on those three things, you'll make some money this week on the Eddie Bracket Show. Number 12, BYU at number 25, Cincinnati. This is on 8 o'clock on Fox. BYU is a 2.5-point favorite. It's the site of the big noon kickoff for Fox again. Cincinnati actually ranks 6th on yards per play, a few sacks allowed as well, and their quarterback is 31st in the nation with 31 touchdowns, I should say, third in the nation. But BYU is 3-0 against Cincinnati. I say make it 4. Take BYU minus 2.5. I'm not very enthusiastic about it because it's a bunch of those Mormon. Get 2 thumbs up for the game of the week. Shedeur Sanders, breaking news, another news, breaking news. Shedeur Sanders is going to start this Sunday, filling in for Dylan Gabriel. I think Dylan Gabriel's out for the year. They're playing the Raiders on Sunday. That's in Vegas. Sanders is kind of, but he's got a decent name because he's a Sanders. The pick is going to be the Raiders minus 4. It's going to give you 1 thumbs up on that. Just because, you know, he's not going to be good. It's the Browns, too. Louisville at SMU. This is at noon on ESPN Dose. SMU is a 2.5-point favorite. Probably, if we're being honest right now, Louisville's going to win this game simply because Brum wins games when it doesn't freaking matter anymore. When the season's over and they've lost the amount of games and they're out of the national title picture, that's when Brum wins games that he should not win. Their quarterback, Miller Moss, is a but SMU is kind of still they're I think they're 3-loss team this year. They when they lost their third game, they kind of got deflated. I'm saying take Louisville plus 2.5. You can get them on the road, but you're going to get a 2.5 for 1 thumbs up on that one there. Make it make sense to me, people. Make it make sense. I want you to explain this to me. Notre Dame is number 9 in the nation right now. They've got 1 victory over a top 25 team. They moved ahead of Alabama, who was number 4. They moved all the way down to number 10 in the East top 25. They're 4 spots ahead of Miami right now, who beat them in a head-to-head matchup. They're both 8-2. When they announced this going to the 12-team playoff and they said that Notre Dame did not have to play in a conference, it was understood that they would have to lose less than 1 game, 1 or less, to get to the playoffs, and now they're not doing it, and it's pissing me off. Make it make sense to me, people. Why does Notre Dame get so much love? NHL quick hits. You're going to take Montreal over Toronto. You're going to take Colorado over Nashville. What you're going to do on... Oh, yeah, we'll note on that one. I don't know. Oh, Colorado's on the road. That may be scary, too. But you take those 2 teams in a parlay. You take Colorado, Montreal. That's going to get you 2 thumbs up, A, hockey A parlay because college football this week. Number 22, Pittsburgh at number 16, Georgia Tech. That's at 7 o'clock on ESPN. Georgia Tech is a 2.5-point favorite. Georgia Tech can actually clinch a spot in the ACC title game with a win here. They're 9-1. They play Georgia next week, so if they lose that game, it doesn't really matter because Georgia's an SEC team. Pittsburgh lost last week and can script the college football playoffs entirely because if they win, they'd be 7-3. That make them 6-1 in the conference, though, but they'd have 3 losses. Not picking this is just to stay away from this because it's going to be such a that right there. The fact that I just told you all that stuff that's going on. Neither one of these teams deserve to win. I hope a fucking or hurricane comes through and blows them away, and then another team gets going because they're both. Get them out of there. LeBron James hit the court last night for the first time in his 23rd season. Statistically breaking the record of that one dude, Tracy McGrady, I think. Oh, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They played 22 seasons. He has a bad sciatica nerve, though. And I was just talking about it with my buddy here. That's an old man disease, I believe. When you get a bad sciatica nerve, what young guy has bad? I have bad sciatica. And he recovered in like 8 games. But he played 8 games in the G League. So if you're like a fan of like the Anaheim Crashers or something like that, like your normal starting lineup, you got Doug Johnson was replaced with LeBron James for a couple games. I mean, can you imagine if you're a season ticket holder for that nonsense? Best game of the week. It's number 17 USC at number 8 Oregon. This is going to be at 3:30 on CBS. Oregon's a 9.5-point favorite. I think that's a bit rich. It's the site of college game day this week, so Pat McAfee's going to take his shirt off and be a douche. Oregon blew out Minnesota last Friday, so they have an extra day of rest. They also blew out Minnesota, but who doesn't Minnesota? USC kind of scraped past Iowa, but who doesn't scrape past Iowa? Really, honestly, this is a playing game to the playoffs for the winner because one of these two teams is going to take the 3rd or possibly 4th spot in the Big Ten. It's really hard for me to say Oregon's going to win by more than 10 points in that game. I think the smart money is to take USC plus 9.5. And if you want to get your money, you take USC straight because you get plus 350 on that. So $1, you get 350 back. I think that USC might actually be in danger of winning that game. I'm going to say, to be safe, I'm going to say for one thumb, you're going to take USC plus 9.5 points. 10 points is way too much. That line was all the way down at 7 points. It's already up. So take 7 points.
If gambling ever stops being fun, if it starts to feel like stress, fear, or something you can't walk away from, you don't have to deal with it alone. Help is available 24 hours a day, completely free, and totally confidential. Call 1-800-522-4700, the National Problem Gambling Helpline. Again, that's 1-800-522-4700. You can talk to someone right now or chat online at gamblinghelpline.org. There's no judgment, just real help.
Yeah! Come on now! Eddie Brackett, step back on the scene. Clean picks, fresh kicks. Let's go! Louis 38, oh! Hey! Oh yeah! Come on now! Hey! Eddie Brackett, step back on the scene. Yeah! Louisville plus 2.5. That's right, SMU, shake the cards, take flight. BYU minus 2.5, so smooth. Cincinnati stumble when the Cougars make moves. Yeah. Stay away from Pitt and Tech, don't stress. That game too messy, not worth that mess. USC plus 9.5, that's flair. Oregon ducking when the Trojans in there. Hey. Money on the line, I call it how I see. Hey. Eddie Brackett's dropping locks, that's a guarantee. You might, and everybody, you might, you get money on the line, I call it how I see. Yes, sir. Eddie Brackett's dropping locks, that's a guarantee. Everybody, you want. NHL time, yeah, we skate in style. Montreal money line, smooth profile. Colorado money line, that's fuego. 2-team parlay, stack chips like Lego. No stress, no fear, just clean technique. Brackets, picks, stay sharp every week. Chill with the vibe, feel good, that's the mood. Winners on the board and the crowd feeling groove. Money on the line, I call it